Okay, so it's 7:32 GMT currently, quite early in the session today. So not a trading video, but general discussion video. So yesterday I think we talked about the space and we talked about the pound moving into these upper areas and possibly something in here. So just to follow up on that, I think pretty much I think that idea is still viable right now. I think, and you can see so what happened in the later hours of the session. So you can see the price ended up consolidating in here and really cleaning up its liquidity to me, according to me. And I think if the price wants to make another stab down, then possibly we have something in here and in here, and possibly I would say something in here, but I would much rather see the price returning to this area, because this is a very thin price action. But um, I think we can see a move to the upside. Nonetheless, I don't think we make our way into these areas, but certainly these things needs to be kept in mind. And so just following the discussion with on this 1 hour chart, so you can see this was the break off shelf which I was interested in here, and then possibly in here. So this was a move in control, so this move down absolutely needs to maintain. So we have a little bit of shift here. That's okay, but now you can see what the price is doing. Actually, it's actually holding. So you can see making this fractal, and then this fractal, and then this move made a this candle made a little move down, and currently rejecting of this level. And we might have some liquidity in here, not tradable. If I was looking for this candle to come in cheaper for me to take a early trade, but it didn't, and stalled right in here, so I'm not interested in here. Certainly an exercisable level, because this is the moving control right now. So and eventually I'm of the bias that it's just straight moves into this area with the possible stalling in here. So also to be kept in mind that today is Friday, and on Friday generally price likes to run one side after the London session opens. So looking for that. So I'm very hesitant in shorting these areas and this area. For sure, this is not a short during the London Open, and this also we'll have to see. But so generally looking for a price run, something like this. So you can see really one side move like pop into into some of these levels, and possibly I'm thinking that we could get above this area. Not sure about that, but we'll have to see how the price reacts into this area. So let's see. And yeah, just wanted to point out that I'm looking for a really aggressive move to the upside. If not, then an aggressive move to the downside, possibly into the big figure, and then possibly a move up, because this would be a fresher pickup of liquidity. And also coming here into this S&P area. So let's see. So this is S&P, and this is a little bit this S&P is giving me a little bit of confidence to say that we have a move up. But the only thing that bugs me is this gap in here, which I can anticipate it filling at some point in time, but I don't know if it's today. So if this just like this, so if you see this little shelf area in here, if this breaks, then we have a possibility of filling this gap today. And I just wanted to point out that liquidity. So you can see this shelf, and this shelf. So we picked up the bottom side in here, dealt back, and then came back up to the other side of this fractal, and then came back down. Then this move came up into this area again, same thing, and this move up came into this shelf, and then came back in. And I thought that this move could make its move into this area, and this move up would actually come into here by indent, and then complete a one-sided move in here, and then a little bit of dealing, and then this move cleans up this area. So now this move down is in control. So we have a little bit of shifting price behavior, a little bit of picking up of liquidity off of this area, which initially was feeding off of this area. So these wicks picking up this area, and then this is picking up this, and this area is picking up this. So overall, I think the liquidity in here is very chewed up, so it would make sense for the price to come back up into this area. And also keeping in mind that we have hit a little bit of fresher liquidity, and this was the break of shelf which came back down, so hence this exercise entry. And just to show you on a higher time frame, so this is your daily chart, and you can see we sort of hit this little a thicker pocket in relation to what was being picked up in here. So I think the possibility of drawing back into this gap and above those highs quite high, for which the same thing I'm also looking in pound. So let's see how this one goes, but if it comes down, I'm watching it quite closely. Not interested in these areas, but in these areas, but if price comes and shifts, then I think we can try a little bit of longs. But as far as shorts are concerned, looking for a short in this area, nothing in this area. I think it's quite chewed up in here, given how this is feeding and overall what it's picking up on the left side. So we'll see how the day progresses, and let's see. It's 14:24 GMT. The New York equity opens in about 5 minutes, and this is pound. So from our morning discussions, we talked about this area being providing a little bit of continuation for intraday, and which it did, but this is not in the behavior that I was looking for. You can see very bleeding price behavior, and now what it has done is hit some liquidity in here, which I didn't mark it at first, but seeing it rejected in here, so I decided to see if there's something, and we did have, but not tradable to me. But now what has happened is in here is, so you can see this entire range here, this range, and then this range which is more or less intraday, you can call it this range, and you can see how dealt off it is. So it's quite easy for price to move into this area. Even I don't think it will hold. It could, but I don't think. And then this too, not much, and same with this. So I'm already thinking that price comes below these lows and into this 1900 big figure. So looking for a short right now. I know I was planning intraday longs till here, but given how this liquidity has been dealt off, to me this saying that there is no underlying bids, and this was just merely of releasing of the sell pressure, or you can say there was no sell pressure. Now I think we have met some sell pressure, not because I think there is liquidity in here, but because of what happened in here. So as I was discussing, so this is the whole range, and this is the another, this is the whole range, and this is another range, and this little area is a tag. So what has happened is, so this is the tag right now, this little area, just to mark this. So this is a tag in here, and this is the last available pocket, and it has broken. So now what has happened is that after it has broken, and now there is no liquidity, and according to me this area is very dealt off. We might have something in here, but I don't think that price would contain in these areas, and I think this calls for a very nice short opportunity. I would prefer price coming up into this area when we have ISM in about half an hour, so we could see price come back into this area where I can short it. But I'm tempted to short right in here on this retest too, but the stop would have to go above this area. So what I can do is divide the risk between my two trades, and first take a short up in here, then stop in here, and even if the price takes me out, then we could short something again in this, and the stop for this particular short would be up in here. So I'm looking for a short opportunity right now. So the first scaling would be this area, and we'll see how about the price runs into those areas. So just to show you this one of 1 minute, so you can see very clean run this one. So I think if it draws back, if this leg draws back into this a little bit of core volume in here at about 2003, then I think I'll short it with the stop just above in here, and if the price runs up into this area, I'll short up again, and with the stop above this liquidity. And the stop is here because we still do the risk, we still have the price, we still have the risk of price running into this area still and then drop. But also, if the price does goes up into this area, that's also a nice short opportunity, I think, and that can be traded certainly. But so far, for now, I'm waiting for the short up in here, and let's see if it comes. And as far as S&P goes, same, I'm looking for a short right now at the market open, because this run is quite thin, and this run is quite thin, and this somewhere is a market closure, so yesterday's market closure, so I think we can run a little bit downside. So if we go on a 1 minute, and we have already broken the shelf, so what I'm looking for right now is if this move goes up above those high, or preferably into this pocket, then and then it starts to shift and fail, then we can get on board and look for price to come down. But let's wait in about 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Okay, in New York, equities open now, so okay, looking for a run just above in here, possibly into this area, and a failure to fill in this little thin gaps in here. So let's see if we do get that. So I'm in pound, so we have this at the New York equities open, we have this quick move in, and I executed a trade in here. Fill is not that good, but nonetheless, stop is above in here. If price makes run into this area, we'll short again with the stop above here, and for this one the stop is just above in here. So let's see, initially targeting this 700 area, and let's just watch what happens. Okay, so I am out right now. I just missed recording it, so it's out currently. Didn't get it before a minute or so, and you can see a release to the downside. We are as I said earlier, I'm short from something in here, and looking for a first scaling out in here. Let's see. And also I took a short in S&P in here at at 4010 area, so in here, so looking for a little bit below these lows to form a first scaling out. Let's see, so 4000 area, but the stop was opened at 20, so above 20, so now the stop comes above this high. Actually not, actually I just keep it still in here to allow a little bit of volatility if it wants to hang in here a bit, and then see. But found something comes out in here, and let's see how this goes. Took out 70% of the position in here, and we can see we came back up this high, so a break of momentum, and which tells us that this could possibly fill. So when this came down, it started to find support, so I got out 20% of the position. The stops at break even, and let's see. I mean, I think we can move into this area, and then I can reshort it. Is what I'm thinking right now, and let's see. It's surprising for me that it didn't came down in here, and it finds support in here. So interesting, but I think now I'm out. That not yet, but so you can see very thin movement. Typically these the data gaps you fill, and which is doing right now. So if it holds in here, good. But if it makes its way into this area, like to 2100, I'll reshort it. And as well as so this is done. S&P is done right now, and stop was just above these areas, and I took out major of the position in here, and then I re-added some in here. So and the stop was very tight for both of the positions, so I'm out of that right now. And now this is quite telling me that still the pressure is to the upside, I think overall again I'm looking for this area. This was a scalpable level, but these areas I'm looking for overall. These areas could end up holding. We'll have to see, but as far as the trades are concerned, they are fairly managed, and let's see. Not in S&P right now, so the next plan in S&P would be if it comes down, trades below this sort of tag which is moving us above, then this is also reshortable according to me to at least come in here. So if we could get in at 4006, then we could see 4000, so a 6 point move can be considered. So let's see how this goes. So still holding 10%, and stop is currently at break even, and looking for a price to overall make its way down to this 500 area, let's say. And this is the 30-minute chart, and overall looking for a move down into the big figure of 1900 next week. I don't think there is much left for today because it's about to be London close, and let's see if anything represents itself. And this is your S&P here, so currently stalling above the level. I'm out of these shorts in here, scale something in and then out at a little bit of a loss. So this is your execution. So currently short, stop is at break even for pound, and looking for another run into this 530 and 500 overall. Then this is S&P. So this was the first short, took something out, then added another position, and then both of them got stopped out. So overall a nice day, I think, and I'm just going to close it now.